Welcome back to the Shop Mini RC. I'm Ken, and today we're looking at our Power Wagon again with all this NexxSpeed stuff on it. When we built this, we forgot we were rear steer, so we didn't have any of the rear steer parts. Also, NexxSpeed has some plus 5mm brass hubs, just little extensions. We're going to try those on here as well. Now I'm going to spare you the pain of watching me install it all again. If you do want to watch that though, check out the video right over here where we install all the NexxSpeed stuff. Today we're just going to go ahead and show you the parts. Boom, 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 boom. Get them installed, and then we'll do some little bit of running video. We also didn't do the outer hubs. These right here are outer portal axle covers. So now we've got the outer portal axle covers. We should have two sets here. Yep, there we go. One for the front and one for the rear. It would be nice if they had the inners. They don't have the actual knuckles, but I don't think they do, but they should. They should have inner knuckles for the steering. They have the inners for the rear. So if you have the rear, you have the inner portal axle cover and then the outer portal axle cover, but I don't think they have knuckles. But they do have these in 4, 5, and 6mm. We got the 5s. So here's all the stuff we're going to be putting in on our servo. Unfortunately, these servos only come in red and only with this red servo horn, if you get the aluminum servo horn. But you do get the blue servo mount and all that good stuff. So we're going to go ahead and throw it all on here and get it going. One thing I noticed already is that this servo has a much longer cable. So that'll be nice. Right now, these stock servos are super short. So we have this like adapter that we've used to be able to reach, but these guys are gonna be plenty long, so that'll be cool for sure. You can see here's the current front. We got it coiled up, and we'll do something similar to the back here. Make it look a little nicer. All right, we'll be right back with it all added. So on this guy, I forgot that we still have the plastic gears that came in the original FCX24s. And we're going to leave them for now. We haven't had issues yet. We haven't run this truck a whole bunch, but we're not going to replace them until they strip. We're fine with it. We're not going to beat this guy up too bad. It's kind of a shelf queen, kind of. But yeah, when we throw these on there, we're going to leave the plastic. So we'll go ahead and pull our bearings out. That is another thing, is this is all bearings, whereas the new ones come with bushings, I believe, on this part of the portal right here. So the bearings is nice. To get your bearing out, just use the shaft that would normally go in there, or a same size shaft, and you can just work it out. That way you don't have to worry about damaging it with a flathead screwdriver or something. Also, these are nice and greased. I don't know if you can tell, but they are pretty greased in there, which is good. Ta-da! That guy just goes right back on there. These are stock screws. I looked on the website again just to double check, and yes, they still do not have front knuckles. The inner portion of the portal right here. This guy. Which is okay. Maybe someday they'll do it. I would definitely like the plastic ones to be replaced with some aluminum ones, because this part right here, if you're getting crazy with it, that's where it's likely to break. And that's part of the inner knuckle, inner portal housing. So it would definitely be nice to get that replaced with some blue aluminum. Let me know, NexxSpeed. Let me know when you get those in. Bam! All done up. This is what we did. All this blue in the back here. And then our portal covers here in the front and back, obviously. Yeah. So we did have to retrim our rear. Remember, you can only do rear steer like this using the stock remotes on the V1, the very first version of the FCX24, where you have a fully functional channel 3 and hold on, our trim's a little off here. Trim? Dual rate? Throttle trim. There we go. Must have bumped it. You can only do this sort of rear steer setup with the transmission on the older remotes. We do have a video talking about how to set all your trim on your channel 3 and 4 and kind of the different hacks you can do on this version 1 remote and receiver, and we'll put the video right over here. You can check it out. But there we go. We're all set up. Pretty happy with that. Still have our shifting. Which is on our channel 4. And we are good to go. Let's go ahead and see what these plus 5s look like with these wheels and tires and the body. They may stick out too far, so we may end up throwing these on another truck. We picked them up because we wanted to see just how much bigger they were, because they are slightly larger as far as like weight addition is concerned. See, they're nice and fat. So they're definitely adding some weight, which is good. And if, like I said, if there's too far on this, we definitely have some rigs we're going to throw this on that we want to be wider. But we'll see how this guy looks. Now, our stock hexes here, they weigh a massive 0.5 grams, 0.56, all four. These guys, however, we're at 11.12. So our stock hubs, so our stock wheel hexes, weigh a massive 0.56 grams. So half a gram for our stock hexes. Then these massive beasts, bam, 11.11, 11.11. Make a wish. Yeah, that's huge. That's a huge difference. 2.79 just for one of them. Yeah, 0.1. So 2.78 for just one of them versus 0.15 or 0.5655. I mean, that's a huge weight add for not really adding anything to it. So pretty cool. And they fit super nice. Still got plenty of threading there. Now, it doesn't quite get into the nylon of the thread lock, basically. The nylock portion of the nut, but should be totally fine. Yep. Let's get the rest on. And there we have it. It's just a little extra width here, you can see. Just a tiny bit. It's kind of hard to tell. And it's kind of hard to tell. You can see it, the spacing between the portal axle or the portal housing. You can kind of see it with the spacing between the portal housing and the wheel itself. So just a little bit extra. Not a crazy amount though, and I think it'll be fine. And there we are in the rear. just a little bit. We might rub a little more because of the scrub radius. I don't know. Definitely if we were running smaller tires, there would be no issue there. Looks like it's barely rubbing. Doesn't rub this way, but might rub a little here. Oh, if we compress, it'll rub. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Either way, there they are. They're pretty cool. Just depends on what body you're running. And yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and put all 4 on. And then we'll see how it does. If it's rubbing too much, we'll switch back. Or maybe we roll like this. 4-wheel steering Blazer. That could be fun, right? We could do that. I don't know. Tell me what you think we should do in the comments below. Should we swap up bodies? Should we still run the Blue Butcher Power Wagon? Should we throw the K5 on here with these wheels and tires? I don't know. Probably not. It does sit a little high. This chassis is kind of hard to get real low because of the way the shock towers are. So you can't really get it super low. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe the Butcher will just stay the Butcher. The 4-wheel steering with the bed. But I thought this could be fun. Plus it's like super blinged out K5, right? I dig it. It's got the mall crawler wheels on it. These servos are pretty good. I mean, they're super responsive. Especially for being, you know, stock voltages and stuff. That's pretty beastly. Pretty beastly. Definitely looks better now that the rear matches the front. For sure, for sure.